This is Alan Mendelson. The financial damage will go beyond the final count of lootings, fires, and injuries. Overtown and Liberty City have suffered another setback in efforts to create jobs. Charles Cash is chairman of Overtown's Economic Development Corporation. Today, the doorstep of his Two Butchers Market was a staging area for riot-ready police, armored car and all.
This cut real deep into me far as our community is concerned, and far is the amount of hours that I put in the community to try to take and make this thing turn around, and I just don't see it.
Police made an arrest for looting nearby. They recovered some property. But the unidentified man who was arrested said the looting had less to do with the Alvarez verdict than it did with life in Overtown.
Maybe the people feel like they're oppressed and they got to fight back some kind of way. Look at the definition. Maybe it'll describe something for you.
Are you employed now, sir?
Yes, I am employed.
By looting?
Yeah, by looting, if that's what you said.
This Liberty City food market was looted and burned. Damage like this could reach into the future of a community looking for new jobs.
Of course, the total community suffers from violence because New York business community will not invest in Miami.
This is an area with severe economic problems that have been publicized across the country. There are no official figures, but it's estimated that half of the people who want to find work here can't find jobs. Alan Mendelson, News 4.
Miami entered the supersonic age today as British Airways started Concorde service between here and London. Alan Mendelson was on the inaugural flight, London to Miami, which went through Washington.
It flies the highest and the fastest, and it's the newest at Miami International. With the landing of the Concorde, Miami has entered the supersonic age. But officials are promising we won't have supersonic booms or roaring landings and takeoffs. Aviation Director Richard Judy was on the inaugural flight.
We're selecting runways at certain times to lessen the impact on our community. And I must say that we have other aircraft that are operating daily that are going to be producing as much noise as a Concorde.
The Concorde has a good record for low noise around Dulles Airport near Washington, where it's been flying since the mid-70s.
It seems to be acceptable. The amount of noise complaints we get that are directed to the Concorde, I can't remember one in the last 2 years. We still get them for 727s or, DC-10s or whatever flying over people's homes, but we haven't had any lately out of the Concorde.
The community of Reston, Virginia is 5 miles from the Dulles runways, and residents say there haven't been any shattered windows.
I've seen it. I've never really heard it, only if I'm outside and, it's taking off in the afternoon, but then it's like any other regular plane.
But riding inside is not like any regular plane. Passengers pay 25% above the usual first-class fare, about $2,400, to shave 2.5 hours between Miami and London. Of course, supersonic travel is what the Concorde is all about, traveling faster than the speed of sound. This is the Mach meter inside the cabin. Right now it reads 2.02, which means we're traveling a little better than twice the speed of sound. British Airways is trying to lure upper-crust business and vacation travelers, like General Motors Vice President Robert Lund. Lund is also an Eastern Airlines board member.
Yes, we've been in London for a few days, and we're going into Miami for a meeting this evening and back up to Detroit tonight.
The Concorde's first Miami departure for London is at 9:30 in the morning. Alan Mendelson, News 4.